What's up everyone, Vu of Envu Films, and I am back with another idiotic video for you to watch. And the other day I had mentioned that my new favorite wedding film light is this Aputure 60D, this Aputure Light Storm 60D. And a lot of people compare this against the Aputure Light Storm 60X, which is the same exact light other than the fact that it is one, more expensive, like $100 more expensive. Two, it is bicolor, which means you could do daylight, up to 5600K or so, and then obviously tungsten, which is like 2800, 3000K. Now, the only issue is number three, the 60X is not as bright as the 60D overall. Overall, you get up to 50,000 lux with the 60D versus the 60X, you could only get up to 30,000 lux. And that's what kind of attracted me to the 60D, because I shoot other stuff other than weddings, and I would like the maximum brightness daylight when I'm shooting outside and stuff like that. So now comes the issue is when I'm shooting weddings, which I do most of the time, I do need to get this 60D to be tungsten, and the way I do that is with gels. So I bought these gels from Amazon the other day, and I cut them into 4-inch squares because this is about 4 inches and 1/8. I cut them into 4-inch squares, and surely enough, it fits fine. It goes right in here, and I tested this gel for like half an hour or so, and as you can see, it is a little bit cumbersome putting it on because of how flimsy it is. And of course, like I said, I tested this for half an hour. It got a little bit warm, but it didn't melt. It didn't like distort or anything. So in my opinion, this should work fine for a wedding because I tested it for over half an hour at 100% brightness, and it held up fine. Matter of fact, my old light that I used was a King TV Bolton 55 watt, does the same thing. It has a gel that you could insert right smack in front of the light, and it held up fine over the years. So let me show you that. So here is the King TV Bolton, and this is also daylight balanced, but it does come with these little like hard gels. And this is the benefit of this light, is because this gel is nice and solid, but this gel is all like flimsy like this, which is not cool at all. So I'm about to show you in a second my solution. I ended up looking around, I searched for a long time, and I finally found these gel inserts for a specific light. It's like the light panels, whatever light. Links in the description below. I found them on Adorama. They have a bunch of used sets. New, it's like over $100, but used, you get a bunch of these for $44 pre-owned. And you can tell there's a little bit of scuffs and stuff on it, but for, you know, it'll do the job. So pretty much all you do is you cut out 4 inches. So that's exactly what I did. I cut out 4-inch squares like so. Used to be here, I cut it out. And I insert these into my Aputure Light Storm 60D, like so. And again, I did test these out for over half an hour on 100% brightness, and it worked out fine. No issues, didn't melt. It did get warm. Actually, matter of fact, it did get kind of hot, but it didn't melt, it didn't distort or anything, and that was for over half an hour. And on wedding films, I don't blast it at 100%. I'm probably leaving it at 50%, so it's even lighter output than 100% for over half an hour. So this should hold up fine for weddings. The kit comes with a full CTO, a half CTO, a quarter CTO, 1/8 CTO, and like a completely clear one. I'm actually only going to use the full and the half, which is the most, I guess, orange as possible, because that's the ones that get closest to tungsten. So this particular full CTO looks like it gets to about 3000 Kelvin. And the half is obviously probably closer to like 2500 or so. There's not exact science, but in my opinion, this full one will probably be in here most of the time for weddings, because 95% of the receptions I shoot, it seems like the lighting is all tungsten, and I'm not worried about like matching the light exactly, because all of the light sources they have at the reception, whether it be like the chandeliers, whether it be the lights over there, lights over here, they're all like different temperatures. They're not all the same. So as long as you get pretty close to tungsten on your video light, you should be good to go. You're not gonna have too many issues with white balance like that. And now if you use 5600K, yes, you will have issues with white balance, because you're dealing with like a 5600K light versus the background being like 3000. So yeah, that's my solution. Buying these little like hard light gels from Adorama, for made specific for light panels, and just cutting them to size, which is 4 inches, and it fits right in here like so. And then you lock it down, and you're good to go. See, lock it down, good toe, and you have a nice little like hard gel for your light. Unfortunately, it's really hard to find. Like, you could find a bunch of these flimsy ones. These hard ones I can't find anywhere. I think they have some that are like 3-inch, but they didn't have anything bigger than that I could use and fit this perfectly. So I just settled for buying these Lightstorm squares. I'm sorry, these light panel squares, and works good. I hope this video helped you out. Till next time, lighten up.
Hey man, what ND filter you use?
No man, I didn't use an ND. I just crank shutter.
Oh my god, you don't use ND, you crank shutter?
For controlled situations, sure man, gotta use ND, but running gun, slow motion, can't even tell.
No man, you need the natural motion blur.
Bro, most people can't tell. That's why every time I post a film, people always ask me what ND I use, even though I didn't use one.
That no good man, it unprofessional.
Whatever man, did you get the shot of the bride and groom I asked for?
Let me show you.
You're fired.
That's fine with me, you shoot Sony Strat. I want to shoot Canon. It have the best color shine.
For real, bro, it looks like you ate Canon color signs with your nasty yellow ass teeth. And why don't you trim your nose hairs once in a while, looking like you got a family of daddy long legs up in there?